All right. They're all right down to the nitty gritty.
Sir.
The latest on the NFL side. I'm very unprepared. I'm not used to this. I'm used to doing it on the map book. I'm not used to this. There we go.
Of course.
Okay. So the latest in the NFL. KJ Wright, veteran linebacker, retired as a member of the Seattle Seahawks. There wasn't really a whole lot that I thought was interesting in my personal opinion, other than Russell Wilson is hoping that he could be a Bronco for a long, long time. And I was thinking about the Broncos with Peyton Manning. There has been a lot of veteran quarterbacks that has actually joined. Well, not a lot, but with Russell Wilson and Peyton Manning joining the Broncos to get them championships, I think it's a good possibility that the Broncos can win another championship with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he won one with Seattle. I mean, he just won, but he did win one.
And he can win one.
Yeah, Elway, Manning, now maybe Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on how this goes, and it depends on how his hand will respond to him.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that works. We'll definitely see how that works.
Yeah. And one more thing, Cam Hayward said about Ben Roethlisberger's comments that it rubbed him the wrong way. Apparently, talking about current NFL players and this me type of attitude. Kobe Bryant had that same standpoint when it came down to players that would go and practice at the gym, and people will always talk about his me type attitude and why he was such an asshole. But you have to understand that if people don't go in and put in the work, what makes you think you're going to go in the game and have some part of activity? But that just thought I'd just share that. It's just a thought process I had to share.
Man, look, just say what you really feel, man. If you really think that he just spending a lot of time in the gym, just fucking say it. He's spending a lot of time in the gym. Screw it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's trying to win. He's trying to win.
Right.
What are you trying to do?
Right. Right. It just rubbed Cam Hayward the wrong way. In NASCAR, real quick, I had to share this, and everybody knows about it, but it's just my initial reaction to the fact that the race at Pinocchio Raceway, it's always an interesting racetrack to race at because it's triangular in size, and it's just phenomenal to watch. Yes, it's unique and phenomenal.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Yes. Last year, I don't remember who it was. The leader of that race, I can't remember his name. I can't remember who it was. Forgot his name. He crashed out on the final lap and did not win the race. This year, Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch got disqualified.
Yeah.
And initially, Denny Hamlin had won the race. Initially, he won the race. And Kyle Busch was second. And when they failed the post inspection, they both got disqualified, and Chase Elliott ended up winning. I was just stunned about that. I was just stunned about that. To be that just blew me away. That just blew me away.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'm gonna say Uh, I was reading something the other day, and it was like, this may be something that I may want to bring up real quick. Andrew Luck. We may have talked about this once before, but it's starting to really start. It's starting to stir up conversation in the environment again.
Yeah.
Should Andrew Luck be in the Ring of Honor of the Colts? Me personally, why not?
I don't see why not either.
A lot of people say no because he hasn't contributed enough to be able to do that. Me personally, I just think that because he made it to the AFC Championship game, because he was able to, he to me have done better than other quarterbacks. Somebody like Kerry Collins, somebody like Jacoby Brissett, somebody like
Curtis Painter.
Who?
Curtis Painter.
Curtis Painter. You look at all these quarterbacks from the last 5-6 years. He done better than every single one of the starting quarterbacks in the last 5-6 years. That's just my thought process.
I got a thought. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They just mad because he retired.
Yep.
They're mad.
Yeah.
And so now he don't deserve to be in the Ring of Honor. But that's exactly what people do. You remember when The Rock quit the WWE to pursue his acting career? Mm-hmm. That's the same way that people responded to him, that they just quit out on him. John Cena did the exact same thing, quit it out on him. He just said it, and John Cena went on the same path, but y'all don't understand why people do these things. Andrew Luck was the mental health thing. He was getting injured too much. He wasn't being protected. But y'all still getting mad over that?
It was actually physical, too, just because of the fact that he was getting injured.
Yeah, it was getting hurt. And it was like, y'all can't even accept the fact and support the details into why these things are happening.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
Yeah.
That infuriates me.
Yeah, infuriates me too. So that's my thought process. That's yours. That's all I have on my side.
All right. So real quickly, we'll take a look at a couple of things. Suns coach Monty Williams, he had a contract extension. None of the details was revealed or anything just yet. Mm-hmm. But we do know it's a multi-year deal. And he finished his first year, of course, 34, and I think 39 or something like that. And then when COVID hit, he finished the rest of the bubble 8-0 and been zooming ever since. They were 139 and 38, I believe that's right. Since that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. They spend more time winning than losing. So took the team to the NBA Finals. Of course, they choked against Milwaukee, which I still have my theories, but Suns still should have won it, and Giannis should have been in the damn foul line 90-something times. But it's just the mere point that he earned a contract extension. He earned it.
Yeah, he earned it.
So he definitely earned it, even though he didn't bring a championship back, and he got down in Dallas, and in my personal opinion, out-coached. I hate to say that word, but yes, he got out-coached. Jason Kidd was just a better coach based off the same system they used with Rick Carlisle. He got out-coached.
Yeah.
But I hope that this is different, but still, he earned it. I'm happy for him. Yeah, I'm happy for him. The 76ers officially announced the re-signing of James Harden. He took a big pay cut to stay with the Sixers. His mindset is focusing on winning a championship versus, the money, which most athletes don't even think about nowadays. They just, get the bag and think about their family, which is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But, circumstances are, if you're focusing on that, then hey, put yourself in James Harden's shoes. Let's focus on the championship. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Miller, not Charles Barkley, forget him. Damian Lillard, let's think about championships here. Who's going to help me? So, even though James Harden betrayed too, but it is what it is. The NBA will not mandate vaccines for this season, the 2022-2023 season, which is going to be interesting. So we'll see how many's going to get hurt based off of non-mandates. And the last one I wanted to talk about briefly, this really ticked me off. Well, it didn't tick me off, but it's just me, just pure ignorance. Draymond Green that believes that his 2017 Warriors could beat the 98 Bulls.
Well, let's just look at it this way. And I don't mean to be a smart ass when I say this, but I'm just gonna say it this way. In 2K, absolutely. Yeah. But if we was to take our current selves, the current or going back to the 2017 Golden State Warriors of that year and traveling back in a time machine to go back to 1998 to beat those Bulls, nah.
Well, here's my thing.
Nah.
My thing is this. You're watching film based off of how the NBA was established, and you're thinking about the era that you're playing in now. You know what I'm saying? Mm. It's like taking old car parts from different types of models of cars and trying to build this perfect car, and it's not working
because you don't have the same.
You don't have exactly. You don't have the same. The same parts are not going to work from different types of cars to put into the new one to make a perfect car. It don't work like that. And this is my same thing with this. How are you going to take your team for 2017 and the Bulls for the 98, and you could actually believe you could beat them because they do a lot of pick and rolls? First of all, pick and roll plays the game. It wins you the games. Look what the Phoenix Suns has established. Pick and roll. That's all they do. Pick and roll, pick your spot, mid-range jumpers. Attack the basket. So you're telling me that you're going to take this 2017 Warriors based off of three-point shooting and all of this versus that? No, I don't think so. I'm sorry. It don't fit the criteria for me. It just don't. Like you said, 2K it works, but not for me. No. It's just ignorant to me.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all I have.
All right. We'll be right back with platform talks. Afternoon coffee break with Darren Watts. Welcome back to Double Take Sports Talk with the Watts Brothers. Up there, that's Darrell. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much for listening. You could be anywhere in the world, but you are right here listening to us. So thank you so much for your time. Let's before we talk about what I really needed to talk about really quickly, I'm also will quickly talk about my weight loss progression. For those that just listen to this segment, because I don't have, Saturday podcast right now due to off season transitioning over into season 2. I dropped 4 pounds. Yay. So back on track again. I'm back on fasting again. Intermittent style again. Intermittent fasting. I've been drinking more water like hell than I have probably in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
And because when I seen 292 really pissed me off. Friday, I seen 292 pounds on Friday. Darrell, I text you. I said I had enough.
Yeah, you had enough.
I've had enough.
I know, man. That was some bull right there.
It was because I'm looking at 292 and I'm sitting here like, man, I pretty much done almost gained back everything that I've lost from 309 pounds all the way down to 275 pounds.
Yeah.
I was at 275 in April. Here I am now in July, just now getting back under the hump of 290 at 287. So this is it's ridiculous. So I said I had enough. I'm going back into intermittent fasting effective immediately. And I said that Friday I was doing it. I wasn't waiting until Monday, like how a lot of people would do. I'm not waiting to start it until next month, like how a lot of people would do. I'm jumping on this right effective immediately. So that's what I did. And I dropped 4 pounds just literally doing those 2 days of fasting and drinking water.
Yeah. Yeah.
20
That's
hours.
well earned.
Yeah. 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of eating, just one meal, going right back into a fast. Drop whole pounds. Solid takes. But anyway, that's my weight loss progression update. So y'all can skedaddle if y'all want to. Now it's back to Double Take Sports Talk, but on the platform talk side of our podcast, I wanted to talk about Britney Griner real quick, and because I'm extremely frustrated with the situation. If everybody have been seeing here on the news lately that the USA tried to bring back Britney Griner, and they also trying to bring back another American citizen, Paul Whelan. He was sentenced to 16 years in Russian prison for falsely sharing, selling information and things like that. Britney Griner, on the other hand, had marijuana oil cartridges in her what do they call them?
Luggages.
Luggages. Thank you. And she pled guilty to that. And she didn't even lie about it, but she claimed that she didn't know where she got it from. But here's what frustrates me about this situation. Actually, there's two things that frustrates me about this situation. One, I am trying to figure out what is the big deal about marijuana. That's the first thing I'm trying to figure out.
Me too.
And because that she is a woman is what frustrates me as number two. She wouldn't have had this damn problem if women got the same equal rights pay to be able to stick and stay in the United States. But nah, they have to go off seas and go play basketball to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what frustrates me the most. This should not have happened had they got equal rights, equal pay. Let's talk about it for a minute. Right here in the state of Indiana, who won the first championship between the Fever and the Pacers?
Fever. Straight up. Hello. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it in the state of New York. Who won the first championship?
Liberty. Between the Liberty and the Knicks, it was the Liberty. Why are they still playing overseas during the offseason?
Soccer. Exactly. Not soccer. Same way. Who won the championship cup? The USA women or the USA men?
USA women.
Why are they not getting paid the same amount as men? They do it just as better than men, if not better. Way more better. What are we doing? This is the type of discrimination that ticks me off.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
Just that.
Yeah, it is. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And people saying a bunch of other crap too that's really pissing me off too.
That same ignorance of racism that they keep talking about, saying, oh, she shouldn't have had it. Really? Now what happened if that was a white person? Let's talk about that then. What happened if that was a white person? Give me a break.
I'm going to say something else. This is something else that also pisses me off. These type of people that pisses me off are talking about, oh, this is the same woman that stood up here that kneeled to, to equalize all of this. but now she depending on the USA to get her out of this mess. You're like, well, it serves you right. No, the fuck it doesn't.
It does not.
No,
because
let me explain something to you. Go ahead. Because let me say this. This is the same exact reason why she is kneeling.
Exactly.
This shit right here.
Exactly.
Right here.
I knew
y'all
you
should have been talking
it.
about that. It serves her right. But it's just the truth.
That's just the point. That's just the mere point. That was why she was kneeling. Because of this situation she's in right now, it's the exact reason why she was kneeling.
The exact same reason.
Nothing else different.
Nothing at all.
Darrell,
it's crazy.
That's all I have.
Okay. So let's shift it over to breaking mental health with Darrell. So I don't have a Darren type of ordeal where I'm just gonna, talk about something and then after that I can go straight into breaking mental health. So I have to just go straight into it. So
what's wrong with that?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Normally there's a couple things that I would do in that podcast, but that I would do before I get into something. But this time I didn't. But so let's talk about Britney Spears. Well, I'm just going to say this about Britney Spears. So we all have those people that you're going to blame for different issues, right? So now Britney Spears has, been in the news lately because people has been, concerned about her activities and things like that. And I happened to mention this, I think, on the very last episode of my podcast about her and all the things that she's been doing. But she's bringing back a lot of things now from her conservatorship of 13 years. And she's still, in my personal opinion, is still reliving those moments. She's still in the dark about it. And there's just a lot of things that, she feels that, it's, coming to light. So she blames her parents, her family, and all of that, which we can accustom for a lot of things, but I'm not finna get into that. But she has felt that her family has let her down because they wasn't supported enough when it came down to her being in the mental health institution, and when she was sending out different texts that she needed some support on and stuff like that. And one of those recently just came out to be, she's been sending texts to her mom when she was in the mental health institution, that she was sending texts and her mom wasn't responding to it. So that's on top of blaming her, then blaming her dad for all the other things, then blaming her sister for some other stuff. But I was watching that clip, and some of the things on there, it made sense to the point of, hey, if she's visiting this, if she's going on social media and showing her happy side and showing her wild side, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's what people need to sit down and actually look at. Even though there's people that are supporting her in this whole ordeal with the conservatorship and then what she's doing now, if y'all still going to show concern, why don't you show support instead? Because what she's doing is she's probably covering up for her pain, some of her actions. Now, some of the posts that she did actually ended up deleting because it was like, maybe that was a bad idea. She wasn't thinking straight. But at the same time, sometimes you just have to lash out, let some of that shit out. And she ended up deleting it, and boom, all this stuff comes out, and this is where she stands now. So sometimes you just have to sit down and kind of show a little support. You know what I'm saying? Quit passing judgment. We always talk about that all the time. We always do. And the other one that I want to talk about, last one we'll talk about, was Shawn Mendes. He had canceled his tour because of mental health. And that came about with COVID-19, the pandemic. So it kind of was like a rush to get back into the tour and and being able to go back to where it was before the pandemic hit, and reality hit to him too fast, and he wasn't prepared for it, and boom, he had to cancel because of his mental health. So now he has to rewire and refocus on himself from the time that was being taken away due to the pandemic. So it's a frustrating thing, and I can understand fans' frustration that you already did the first half of this tour, and then all of a sudden you go here and then you cancel. Now your second half can't even see you perform because you have a mental health issue. But you can't necessarily blame that on him because it's something he can't control. And I say that all the time on the podcast. It's something you cannot control. You just can't. It's not his fault. Some things that we could do prematurely, but there are things that we just can't control. Them are two different things. And that's what people don't understand. You have a right to be angry, but at the same time, he has a right to focus on his mental health. That priority number one. Period. That's all I got.
Rapper? Darrell? How you feeling?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Another day, another dollar. I'm cool. What about yourself?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I wanted to say this really, really quickly because I don't want to take up too much time. But I wanted to just share this real quick because I wish I would have seen this a couple years ago. This one right here.
Yeah.
Oops. It wasn't this one, but
this
is one of them. But this is one of them. This is one of them. It wasn't this one, but yeah, this is definitely something that needed to be shared. Just do nothing; it is impossible. Just do it. Nothing is impossible. That's one way. You have to look at life in more than one angle. And I wish I would have seen this last year when I was down. This one right here. No matter how bad things go, you're still way ahead of everyone who isn't even trying.
Yeah.
This was important to me because this right here showed that I was trying from August to November, and then I was down for 3 months. And while I was down, there was other people that wasn't even trying. Mm-hmm. But yet and still, I was beating myself up all because I couldn't move. Mm-hmm. But in the process, I was still losing a little bit of weight and maintaining it.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
Absolutely.
So it's echoing from last week.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of the hard work.
Yeah, don't be afraid of it.
Don't be afraid of the hard work.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to not have something to eat on my side when I'm working, when I'm watching TV, I have to accept the fact that I have to have these hard moments of drinking water and curbing my appetite and not eating things that I always want to eat. But this is something that I had to share because this is a reminder for people that may be on crutches, but it's still pushing. While you have everybody else just congregating on the side, talking about nothing.
Or talking about it's impossible.
Yes. Yes.
Did you ever see that Klay Thompson commercial from the NBA? Did you see that?
No, I don't think I did.
All it represents is 941 and 0.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's the whole point right there. 941 and 0. For every day that he got up and did what he had to do to make himself better was a win. Mm-hmm. For 941 straight days.
Yeah.
Point blank. Yeah. It's that simple.
It's that simple. Don't be afraid of the hard work. Don't be afraid to go out and make shit happen. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Just make it happen.
Because everybody else is behind you that don't even want to try.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So I haven't done it in a while. I said I was going to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity and do it now. So I'm just going to throw a couple of quick photos out there of Aaleeyah. Give me 1 second here so I can do this.
Let's do it.
All right, there's the first one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm throwing photos out there. I just picked
photo bomb. Not photo bomb, but photo dump. Hashtag photo dump.
Yep, photo dump. So there's that. Boom. There's the other one. Yes. Playing on my phone. That's one. Boom. There's another one.
Yes.
My favorite one.
Yes.
That's my favorite one. She's getting older. She's 1.5. Yes. This is getting scary, Darren. This is getting scary.
No doubt about it. Got the whole living room messed up.
Yeah, that's okay. It's her stuff.
Yes, it is.
There's another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Took that one.
Hold on. Before you move on to that next one, that yellow thing right there. Has she played with that?
I think so.
Because that was the toy I recommended that we get her so she can, always put, squares and things like that.
I remember that. But I don't know. She might have played with it. I'm not sure.
Because
we gotta ask Mama.
Because she likes to play with our earbuds and like to always try to put them back into place. So I figured that would have been a good toy. So I wonder if she played with that.
Me too. That's a good question. I didn't think about that. The same one. I just took multiples of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, there's another one. Boy jeans. The wig.
You are your daddy's child.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm telling you, she do what her daddy would do. I had a wig. Wore a wig at work.
2 of them.
Yeah. I wore 2 wigs. One was just as long as hers, but stuff. It was blonde and it was longer, down to my ass. That was the other one. Well, Becky got that one, so I have no way of getting it. So I think she posted it a couple of times on Facebook. I'm about to go in there and find it.
Yeah.
There's another one of her wig. This is the one we took outside. You had already went to bed.
Of course.
They were just sitting outside.
Had to be up in the morning.
Yep. And then the last one. That one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, she's growing up on me. I'm going to hit that 10-year dramatic dad moment. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Absolutely. So, yeah.
Oh, man. I can't imagine. It's going to be scary. I'm like, I hope
they're having a meltdown. I can see it.
Yeah, I'm going to have a meltdown. I can already see it. Yeah. So, yep. That's my little one. My only one. So, yeah. That's my update on Aaleeyah. Have another one probably within the next 6 months of when she turned 2.
No kidding.
Yeah. Might bring on Darrell's reaction at one point again. So
let's
see how that works.
That's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be tough, really.
Yeah.
So but that's all I got.
All right. So what's next? What's on for next week for our podcast? We're gonna continue to have our platform talks and the latest news and updates around the league. That's all we have.
All right. So if there's nothing else, we can wrap this bad boy up and get on out of here.
Yep.
All right, that is an additional Double Take Sports Talk. Of course, on social media, you can follow us on you can follow us on the Facebook fan page at the Watch Brothers. We're on Twitter and Instagram at DTST 2414. Did I say Twitter and Instagram? Yes, I do. We're also on YouTube. You can search the box Double Take Sports Talk. You can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, do what you got to do. But until then, I'm Darrell. Darren's right across from me.
Yep.
Catch up with us on the episode Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao.